Good evening and welcome to The Clash. I'm Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. This is my colleague and co-anchor Athar Khan. The big issue that we'll be debating today is whether Rahul Gandhi is a Chunavi Hindu. Does he only remember Hinduism in the run-up to polls? We've seen this pattern not for the first time in Madhya Pradesh, where he landed today and there were posters of quote-unquote Shiv Bhakt Rahul, but also in the states of Karnataka and Gujarat, but only when they were poll bound, not otherwise. Why does Rahul Gandhi only remember these symbols of Hinduism only in the run-up to elections? That's the question that we'll be asking. And isn't this really an insult? Isn't it a violation even of Supreme Court orders which have very clearly said there should be no mixing of religion and politics? And on one hand, when the Congress party accuses the BJP of doing that, why is the Congress and its president doing the very same?
Well, Rahul Gandhi is a Hindu and he's a Shiv Bhakt. Those are facts. These allegations are coming from an opposition and his political critics that are bereft of any other issues to attack Rahul Gandhi. His devotion is personal, his religion is personal. He's never asked for votes in the name of any religion. To top all of that, he's always said that his Hinduism is unlike the RSS BJP Hindutva. It is egalitarian, it is inclusive, not exclusivist. I'll give you enough reasons to understand why Rahul Gandhi cannot be called an quote-unquote election Hindu. But that, of course, is up next on the program. First, we'll get to the first question. Time now for the Clash's first question of the night.
And this is the big question that we'll be debating first. Here is Congress's secularism hypocritical? And this is my submission. The Congress clearly has been exposed as being hypocritical. On one hand, the Congress criticizes the BJP and the RSS for what? For mixing religion and politics. And then what does Congress go and do? Exactly the same thing. This, make no mistake, is soft Hindutva, and the Congress's version of soft Hindutva that it has practiced time and again from state to state, from Gujarat to Karnataka to Madhya Pradesh. It's exactly the same story. This is a political party that has made several such promises, from writing letters to Mahakal to going ahead and announcing Gaushalas. It's all part of the same plan, the same scheme of the Congress party to indulge in soft Hindutva while attacking the BJP for indulging in Hindutva himself. Rahul Gandhi claims to be driven by secular ideals, but clearly when it comes to elections, the saffron symbolism is evident.
राहुल गांधी जी तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के लिए, अपीजमेंट के पॉलिटिक्स के लिए इच्छाधारी हिंदू बने हुए हैं। अपने इच्छा से जहां उनको फायदा लगता है वहां हिंदू बन जाते हैं, और अपने इच्छा से जहां लगता है कि यहां नुकसान हो जाएगा वहां तुरंत जनेऊ उतार देते हैं। वहां कहने लगते हैं मुझे हिंदुइज्म पे विश्वास ही नहीं है।
Here's my counter, plain and simple. Make no mistake, Rahul Gandhi is a Hindu. Also, Rahul Gandhi has never asked for votes in the name of any religion, let alone Hinduism. It's his personal religion, it's his personal devotion. His personal devotion to a deity, in this particular case Lord Shiva, cannot be faulted. Would you find fault with anyone who wants to pray to his or her deity? Absolutely not. Congress party, the party which Rahul Gandhi is the president of, is committed and stands by its secular ideals. They have not abandoned secularism at all. It stands with the people of all religions in this country, and that includes the Hindus in this country as well. Nothing wrong with that. Lastly, I'll tell you, Rahul Gandhi is clear about his personal faith. And like the exclusivist BJP RSS idea of Hindutva, Rahul Gandhi's Hinduism is inclusive, it's egalitarian.
मेरी दादी, मेरी फैमिली शिव भक्त, ठीक है। इन चीजों को नॉर्मली प्राइवेट रखते हैं, हम इन चीजों के बारे में बोलते नहीं हैं, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि जो हमारा धर्म है वो हमारी चीज है और वो हमारे अंदर है, और हमें किसी को मतलब सर्टिफिकेट देने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
Joining us in the Clash tonight, Rajiv Pandey from the BJP. Also, Sandeep Mahapatra is a thinker affiliated with the RSS on that side. On this side, Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, and Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. Madhav, you can ask your question. Tehseen, go ahead.
All right, Tehseen, first question. Aren't these double standards? On the one hand, criticize BJP for mixing politics and religion, and on the other hand, do the same thing when you're in campaign mode in Bhopal or in Karnataka or in Gujarat.
I was listening to your opening with a lot of attention, and had Rahul Gandhi followed Prime Minister Modi's model of taking a camera everywhere he goes, whether it's to meet kids on his birthday parties or to meet anybody else, then you would also see as Rahul Gandhi go to a temple. But the party that claims to make fun of Rahul Gandhi seems to be obsessed with him. Rahul Gandhi's personal fate, like Athar rightly said, is his own fate. But the fact of the matter is simply this: forget what Rahul Gandhi or the Congress is. The BJP and the RSS is those people who actually con Hindus. They con Hindus. The BJP in 4 years of its existence built a grand palace for itself as an organization. Where is the Ram Mandir? There is no Ram Mandir that exists. Rahul Gandhi went to Uttarakhand also when there was no elections. Now he went to Mount Kailash also when there was no elections. Where is the BJP? Where is Modi ji? Where are the promises made to the Hindus? This is the party that has only and only fooled Hindus. Every single riot the BJP is involved, and the United Nations reports that the BJP only wants to create riots to come to power.
All right, very quickly, Sandeep Mahapatra, let me ask you. Rahul Gandhi, like he pointed out, went to Kedarnath when there were no elections in Uttaranchal. He's also gone to Mount Kailash. He goes to every spiritual place. He said this very clearly. He also goes to dargahs also. But he is a Hindu, a practicing one, and a Shiv Bhakt. What's wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong in that. But the tamasa that he is building out of all this, that is the wrong thing. No god or no deity whom you worship likes to have a tamasa made out of him, and Rahul Gandhi is doing that, number one. And number two, talking about what Mr. Poonawalla is saying, that BJP, or for that matter RSS, has fooled the Hindus because there is no Ram temple. My challenge to Rahul Gandhi is he going to support the construction of the Ram Mandir? The second challenge to him is come out clearly on your stand about the Kasi Vishwanath temple, which was constructed by the Mughals. There is a mosque there which was constructed after demolishing the temple. If you are a Shiv Bhakt, are you saying that you are also going to support the Ram Janmabhoomi movement? Are you going to support the case that is pending before the Supreme Court? Are you going to tell your advocates like Kapil Sibal and others who are fighting for the Muslim organizations not to do that?
Okay.
Please come clear. Don't do tamasa and politicking on this.
Okay, let me take that question across to Ashutosh Mishra. Aren't these double standards? On the one hand, Rahul Gandhi criticized the BJP, as I said. On the other hand, there are a host of other issues on which we don't know what Mr. Rahul Gandhi thinks. But yes, on poll mode, he will be a Hindu.
So the first thing that we have to understand is that Shiv Bhakt is a title given to him by his fans in the today's posters. And the BJP is feeling so irritated today because it has been outwitted in its own game. It is planning to turn it into a Hindu versus anti-Hindu battle, which Rahul Gandhi has outsmarted. As for Mr. Mahapatra asking about his stand on Ram temple, even Yogi Adityanath says Ram jane ab kab banega temple. So why are you getting Rahul Gandhi into it?
Why not? Because Ram was
Again,
also a Shiv
It's
Bhakt.
his time. Let him finish, then you can contribute later.
Again, the problem here is that Ram Bhakt and company seems to think that Bhakt is their patent. So only a BJP guy can be Bhakt. The Ram Bhakt can demolish a place of worship. Gau Bhakts can lynch with impunity, and union ministers will guard it.
Rajiv, same point here. It's a very valid point here. Just because Rahul Gandhi is not affiliated with the BJP or the RSS, does he not have the right to pray to whichever deity he wants to? If he's a Shiv Bhakt, what's the problem? If he's identified as one, why is the BJP feeling jittery?
The BJP is not at all feeling jittery. You see, one thing, he has right to pray anyone, whether it is Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna. But what he is doing, just you show me one picture before he is doing this tamasha that he was praying privately. He is not praying any god. Listen to me. Any Pandit has gone to 10 Janpath before he has started doing this tamasha in all the mandirs and all?
Actually,
my point. The issue is, I am not going on that. Rahul Gandhi is behaving like a colored fox. हमारे गांव में एक कहावत है कि रंगा हुआ सियार. ये colored fox है. He changing his color in every election. And there was a saying that कि एक कहावत थी कि 100 जूते खाने हैं कि 100 प्याज खाने हैं. एक आदमी को पता नहीं चलता. First he start eating 10 pyaz and he feels it is better to have 10 shoes. Rahul Gandhi will end up like that the way he has ended up in Gujarat. And people will recognize this. People will recognize this.
Quick point. And then a question for
Actually, to your quick point, has any Pandit gone to 10 Janpath? The Pandit who got me married, once again, please let me finish, was from there. But more importantly,
in your marriage,
please. Can
in
I-
your
can I-
marriage
can I
cell,
please?
not for any
Rajiv
puja
ji,
havan.
अरे
Show
आप
me
तो
one
जवाब दे रहे हैं,
photograph
वो
of
जवाब
that.
सुनिए.
Okay, listen to him.
तो
Listen
सर
to him. You
नरेंद्र
can
मोदी
speak.
पशुपतिनाथ की जाते हैं टीवी लेके ड्रामा करने तमाशा
Let
करने
him make his point and then you can counter him after
Mr.
that.
Mahapatra used the word tamasha, which you copied, saying tamasha, tamasha. I'll tell you what a tamasha is, and I'll end my point here. Tamasha is going to मम्मी के साथ बर्थडे केक काटना, कैमरा और मीडिया ले जाओ. मम्मी बैंक में जाती है, वो तमाशा होता है. तमाशा होता है बच्चों के साथ बैठना. तमाशा होता है अपनी प्राइवेट लाइफ को कैमरा में डालना. Thank God Rahul Gandhi does not do tamasha.
He says he went to Mansarovar, Kailash Mansarovar. Show me something that he went there. He brings a bottle of water. He says that I got it from Mansarovar and I'm now pouring it on the Samadhi of Mahatma Gandhi. What he did not tamasa. No, I'm serious. No, he did not. Why not?
You are from the
No, don't give me certificate. I don't need your certificate. Don't need your certificate. So whatever it is, the point is you don't have any argument. You don't have an argument.
This is not a humorous show. It's a serious show.
It is serious. Don't patronize, first of all. Don't think that since
Gentlemen, this is not the way. Only one at a time, one speaker at a time, please. No,
see the point, Atha. Now in the studio itself, you see the lackeys of Congress here who want to patronize. And that is what the Rahul Gandhis of their party has taught them.
Okay, I want to give another point.
Number two, the point is why Rahul Gandhi is doing that. He says, Jane Udharu Hindu. So he is reaffirming caste divide in this society.
Okay,
and I would go on to say that because of his actions like that, now you have seen protests all across India protesting the SC/ST amendment. So are these guys going to support that?
Okay,
First of all, saying lackeys of Congress, he should apologize for it.
Why should I? Why should I?
Take part in the Congress. How would he feel?
I stand by my statement. I stand by my statement.
1 minute, I just want to come in a way. Let's
If
not
you
make
can call
personal
names
comments.
once because I belong to RSS, I have all the
Nobody
rights
calls
to call
names.
names.
Sandeep Ashutosh, once again, no side debate, please. I just want to request all our panelists, let's not make any personal comments. Let's keep the debate clean. Let's not get into personal sides. One second. Now I have a question for Ashutosh. Ashutosh, you came out and said in your opening statement that Shiv Bhakt is something that his followers have given. Okay, the title that his followers have given. But Shiv Bhakt is what Rahul Gandhi calls himself. And he calls himself a Shiv Bhakt only before elections. That's exactly the point I'm making.
First of all, when did he, before starting the election, say that I'm a Shiv Bhakt, so please vote for me?
Well said.
Unlike
what was that video?
Unlike the Prime Minister,
do you want me to play that video
before
again?
Karnataka polling,
do you want me to play that video again?
Yes, by all means.
Do you want me to play that video again? Where was that video played? Was that not an election meeting in Karnataka?
It was not.
Was that a public meeting?
It was
a public meeting?
Yeah, but that was a meeting where he was addressing more people.
Unlike the Prime Minister who went to the Pashupatinath and just before the polling day he shown going to a temple. That is the difference. That is what is public display and showing that I am.
He wants to respond. He wants to respond. एक सवाल सुन लीजिए, उसके बाद आप बोलिए. Now, this is what Rahul Gandhi has. He's been asked this question before. He's made it very clear. I'm going to quote him. Asked if he was adopting a soft Hindutva stand to appease the majority community. This is what Rahul Gandhi said. If you are referring to my meeting leaders and visiting spiritual places, then I tell you I've been doing it since 2004. When I go to any state, I get invited to meet spiritual leaders of all faiths and I don't hesitate and I don't see anything wrong in meeting them. Why are you jittery if he goes to a temple or calls himself a Shiv Bhakt? It shouldn't matter to you, sir.
It doesn't matter.
You have not appropriated Hinduism.
No, it
Please
doesn't
give
matter.
me that.
I'll just tell you. You know, you have to see the action. In 2010, he is talking about three things in this Madhya Pradesh election: cow, Shiv Bhakti, and Brahmin DNA. What I'm saying, as far as the cow is concerned, in 2010, a very strong law was made by Yadurappa government. The moment Siddharamaiah came under his leadership, he has just thrown that act into dustbin. So he is not for cow protection. Where his government is there, he has simply thrown out that act of 2010 in Karnataka. So his clear intent that he is not at all interested in the cow protection which is written in our constitution. Second point, that Brahmin DNA. What do you mean by Brahmin DNA? First of all, if you talk like this, that I have a Brahmin DNA, then I have to say you have a Christian DNA. Why he's talking? Who told it from BJP that I have this DNA or that DNA?
Okay.
What kind of?
I need to make my point, and for the viewers of Times now. This is a quote from none other than Mr. Manohar Parrikar. We all wish him well. Manohar Parrikar says there will never be a shortage of beef. In this context, he means cow meat in Goa. If there is a shortage, we will import meat. Under the great Narendra Modi ji, happy birthday to him. India is the #1 exporter of beef in the world. Narendra Modi ji himself took 200 cows to Rwanda, country that eats cow meat. Point number 3. Let's talk about the Ram Mandir. Mahapatra ji said, do you challenge Rahul Gandhi? Do you think Ashutosh rebutted that correctly? My question to you is, and I end with this. In your manifesto, which the RSS guides and the BJP writes, 2004, 2014, 2009, every time you said Ram Mandir will be built, should you have a majority? I know you're uncomfortable, you're shifting. That's okay. Look at me
I'm
and
listening
answer.
to you.
Listen, now
listening to
you have a majority in
Don't
Uttar Pradesh.
patronize.
You have a majority in the parliament. What stops you from bringing an ordinance? Why now do you need the Congress? The Congress is in a minority.
Okay, respond to
There
that.
are two things that Mr. Poonawalla is repeating over and again.
I'm not
First
repeating.
of all, just have patience.
I'm not repeating.
No, go ahead.
Don't
No,
get
one
jittery.
second, Tesi,
Don't
let
get
him
jittery.
respond. Let him respond.
He's
Let him
actually
respond.
correct.
One
I'm
second, let him-
actually
no, no, no,
correct.
no, no,
I'm
no, let's get to
correcting
the
you.
answer,
please.
Don't interject when he's
Answer.
speaking.
I'm
Please let him
correcting you
answer.
wrong. that
He's
you're
uncomfortable.
committing.
Let's get to the answer, sir.
Don't. Please
Why
don't
are you
heckle.
so
Don't
bothered
heckle.
about how I'm standing?
Okay, go ahead.
Why
Go
it
ahead.
is making you jittery?
Go ahead, Sandeep, make your point. Go ahead.
My
Go ahead.
point is, people like Mr. Poonawalla, they don't understand what RSS stands for. Okay, he used a word that RSS dictates the terms for BJP. I'm inviting you to come for a talk tomorrow by Mr. Mohan
answer his
Bhagwat.
question.
No, I'm answering his questions.
Whether
There
Ram
is-
Mandir coming up? I
Yes,
want
it
to
is
know that.
coming up. It
When?
is coming up.
When?
It will come.
We have a
when-
majority.
from BJP.
Yes, we'll do
Where are they?
it. So the question will be answered by the
After
BJP.
office,
The
please,
point is,
please.
Ram Mandir will come. But my point is,
Arey.
Ram Mandir was remembered by them, their great leader Rajiv Gandhi, when the Supreme Court overturned the
Okay.
Savanu case in the 1980s.
Okay,
Rahul
okay.
Gandhi is Hindu credentials here.
One second.
No.
I'm going to come back on
No,
that.
no. So secondly, Hindu credentials. This person, Rahul Gandhi, you were saying that he has been visiting temples from 2004. Good for
He
him.
says he does, yeah.
So good for him. So what was the need for him to wake up in 2017 before the Gujarat elections to proclaim that, look, I'm Shiv Bhakt. I'll go to all 10 temples in Gujarat, pray to the deities, and then I'll start my campaign. What is the need for his spokespersons to say that he is a Janvidhar Hindu?
Okay.
So the point is, all this is being done for the sake of
But sir,
politics, nothing
fact.
else.
Sir, it's a fact, isn't it, that he comes from people who classified themselves or designated themselves Brahmin. He's not making anything up. He's just stating facts. Why are you uncomfortable
No,
if he
we are
calls himself
not
a
at
Shiv Bhakt?
all. All the love
Have
to
you
him,
appropriated
claim himself
all
to
the
be
Hindus
Jadavdari
in this
or
country?
Brahmin.
Okay.
But the point is, his party has been proclaiming that we are against caste system. We are the one who brought the caste, abolished the caste system by way of inserting an article in the constitution. But now, to prove his credentials, he's saying that no, I'm Brahmin.
Okay, we are stuck
Why
on
not
one point. I
why
want to
not any
bring-
other caste?
I want to bring it. I
Why
want to
only
bring back a
Brahmin?
larger debate. Let's not get into
Okay,
this
okay,
nitty-gritties
okay.
of caste and Brahmin. Let's get into the larger debate. And Tehsin, I want you to answer this question. Okay, today, in fact, the reports that have come in is a 15-kilometer long road show from Lal Ghati Chowk, located close to the airport, where Rahul Gandhi sought the blessings of more than 11 Hindu priests, and the state party president, state party spokesperson, has said that. Now, in the run-up, apart from this entire Gaushala promise that Kamal Nath has made, that there will be one Gaushala in every assembly poll, Mr. Digvijay Singh has come out and said that the ruling BJP had announced to develop Ram Path but never kept his promise. We are thinking of constructing Ram Path up to the borders of the state. The Narmada Parikrama Path would also be constructed. What is this?
I'll explain
Now,
to you.
obviously, the state
I'll explain
and
to you.
who has forgotten the letter to Mahakal. Once again, all of these are symbols of Hinduism, which the Congress is very
I'm
conveniently
glad you
invoking
brought up
just
these
before
points.
Madhya Pradesh polls.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up these points because they're very important points. You see, I started my thing to the viewers of Times Now by saying that BJP and the RSS are people who con Hindus. Therefore, it is upon the Congress today to save Hindus because these people have conned Hindus. Let me explain. Mahesh Sharma says in Parliament, and you can sue me if I'm wrong, says where is Ma Sita ka koi
better things
astitwa,
to do.
please, I didn't interrupt you. Ma
Yeah,
Sita
you
ka
have
koi
been interrupting.
astitwa nahi hai. Mahesh Sharma is not removed. Naresh Agarwal says Ram mein hai Shri Ram, he's welcome to the BJP. And you once again, the BJP RSS is famous for lying, once again lied that before 2017 Rahul Gandhi never went to temples. You asked for pictures. मनमोहन सिंह जी, सोनिया जी, इफ यू कैन जूम इन करो इस पे. राहुल जी, कहाँ ये है रामलीला दिल्ली के अंदर. राम जी क्या,
2017
अरे 2010 की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं.
Now you talk about Jawaharlal Nehru. What he did when Somnath temple has been reconstructed. What are the stand of Jawaharlal Nehru? What are the stand of Jawaharlal Nehru? If you are Hindu, if you are Brahmin, what is the need for Jawaharlal Nehru to Somnath temple? And you are claiming that Somnath, you are claiming that Somnath temple
Sandeep and Ashutosh, I'm requesting both of you, please. No, please, just one line, then you get to Ashutosh and as well as Rajiv. We have to move forward also. We can't be shouting at each other. Let me ask you.
One last time. Every single time you give the BJP RSS proof, which they demand, they change the goalpost, start shouting. The last proof that I will give the audiences of Times Now is the only place where cow meat is available in India is Arunachal Pradesh. BJP governance. Goa, BJP governs it. These are the states where cow is slaughtered today. Northeast where BJP governs. Please ask them the question, not the Congress.
Stand a movement to ban everything.
Don't
give me certificates. Okay, you don't have any right. You stick to your point. From Shiv Bhakt, you have taken it to calm it. Let me revert that. Let me revert that. If you are so interested about calm it, let me tell you. Why is the Congress not starting a movement? Starting from Northeast, if you have the guts. You are talking about government. No, we started when the government proposes to bring a bill. People in the Congress they oppose it. Number one is that. Number two, when this issue came up, I'm not talking about a year back. An ordinance was brought.
So you
policy was brought in UP.
You can't refute that members of the BJP, one of them is still a minister, has said that Northeast में cow meat ban नहीं करेगी BJP. ये record पे है.
So the point is,
BJP के लोग.
The point is, BJP में say anything, Mr.
मंत्री है वो अभी नाम नहीं ले रहा. मंत्री है.
ठीक है. बात ये है कि पिछले साल there was a circular that was brought out in relation to cow meat and all those things. The brouhaha that was built up by all those who are taking sides about the cow meat and all those things. I'll only tell them that don't be duplicitous in this.
We have a minute left.
I'm only saying, 30 seconds. You see, whatever Rahul Gandhi is doing, the whole country is saying that he is doing tamasha. In Gujarat he has done, now he is doing in Madhya Pradesh. We will come to know after the election. People, the faith is a very personal affair. A person at the time of election is starting, someplace when he went to Karnataka, he became supporter of PFI and SDPI. When he comes to Madhya Pradesh, he is going and meeting people. There is no problem. I am saying people are very smart in this country, and the last all election has clearly shown that nakli and asli, there is a difference between real and the people who are trying to be real. And the real will win, and unreal will lose. And
for a party that has been fooling Hindus in the name of Ram for the last 3 decades, now their prime minister goes to a Muslim mosque in Indonesia and to a Bohrame, and as Mr. Pandey said, he is a Ranga Siyar, and the public will know who is the Ranga Siyar who keeps changing the goalposts.
We are out of time here. We must thank our guests. Thank you, Sandeep, for joining us. Thank you, Rajiv Pandey, Tahsin Poonawala, as well as Ashutosh Mishra. That was The Clash. My name is Atar Khan. My co-anchor is Madhav Gopalakrishnan. Tomorrow we will see you again on The Clash. Don't forget to tune in.
Join us again tomorrow night.